All right, thanks, guys. I think we're at the halfway point for the speeches, right, Nick? Yeah?
Sorry.
Hey, 25.
All right, we'll get through this one pretty quick. All right, so for those of you that don't know, my name's Tony Sassano. Apparently, I'm Nick's fifth best friend according to the lineup today. News to me, but whatever. I was the second best non-Greek friend, which was cool. So, Gabi. Little quick Kounalakis resume. Got to know this family when I was in 6th grade. We had a soccer team. George came and joined the team that year. We soon found out that it wasn't George joining the team, it was the whole family. Because you don't get one, you get the whole family. You get the whole family, Meadow. Poor Meadow going like 38 weddings in Modesto. It's the same people. What are these doing all at once? All right, so countless soccer tournaments with these guys. I don't know how many sleepovers. Show of hands, green couch at the Kounalakis household. Right, Dad? You too? Yeah. So many bad 49er football games in that living room, so many bad games. I'd like to take a minute to thank all of the adult Greeks that showed up at halftime to explain the rules of football to all the Americans. And I'm talking about you. You specifically.
Bill.
Bill. It's a touchdown. You just got here.
That's why we have Tony.
All right. Purpose of today. There's been a lot of great things ad nauseum said about these two. Meds, you're amazing. So we know that. Put that aside. Nick wasn't this person, guys. He is now cool, but 8 years ago, no way. So, that's in his DNA, right? Your mom, Bev, wherever Bev is, said it beautifully yesterday. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. The Kounalakis males, they love themselves. So check that box, right? But that DNA is inside of them. So, for the sake of your children, I want to give you a little bit of a warning, of who this guy really is. So I did this with some success at Gabi's wedding. I like to do a little bit of a rhyme, if you will. We'll call it an ode to Meadow about Nick. We're going to call it the boy who put the kiss in Kounalakis. Because it would be a cheesy rom-com name, and we know PB called out Notebook. Loves his rom. That's not a rom-com. That's just a terrible movie. It's the saddest thing ever. All right. Here we go, guys. Meds. Before this became the standard, I think you should know that the man sitting next to you was totally a bro. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't far off. Red velvet pants, no need for the socks. Right? And yes, he always wore his clothes a little bit small, and that's just fine. You've probably heard him say, "Honey, are these your shorts or mine?" Although short shorts and deep V's were always his jam, there's a few things you need to know about this man. This Kounalakis boy was raised a certain way. High fashion, good luck. So many thought he was... Anyway. But that wasn't the case, as the manscaping might suggest, so let's go back in time and take a look at your mess. The typical weekend wasn't a trip to the Maldives, it was video games, Chinese food, and Tom Cruise movies. Or sushi and drinks at his home field Masaki. Do you know he tried to pay his tab in kisses? He was that cocky. Or that time at the club where he gave our server his number on that little piece of paper, and her response was, "Sir, that was your bill. Can I get your signature? You want to date the manager?" True stories. These stories are true. I'll show everyone the pictures in a minute. Oh wait, your attorney wife had me sign that non-disclosure agreement. Okay. Back to the story. You're Nick cruising the scene, still looking for true love at 2 a.m., if you know what I mean. He wandered lost amongst the singles in the city. If he never found true love, it would certainly be a pity. He'd seen enough rom-coms to know he had to be patient like playing chess. But Nick, it's funny how those rom-coms don't involve 2 bottles of tequila, a 12-pack of Bud Lights, and that seedy Hot Tubs place on Van Ness. The ones laughing know what I'm talking about.
Don't.
It rhymed. I had to go.
Jones.
Yeah. He tried dating, but remember, this is all pre-Tinder. How could he love someone more than himself? Would there even be a contender? At first, that answer was no. And Nick became more committed to himself. This wasn't the time to put independent Nick on the shelf. Dinner for one, third wheeling with pride. Hey man, I'm going to St. Carlos. Can I get a ride? This guy didn't have a car until he was like 28. I mean, how many 20-somethings think a convertible is great?
So true.
If my wife wanted to see a rom-com, we didn't even have to ask. I mean, every time this guy sees Ryan Gosling, he lets out an audible gasp. He's amazing. And so it went like this for a period of time until he took that trip to Mexico for like the 6th time. Get ready, Nick, we're doing this. All right, he came back changed, a different look in his eye. Dude, did you meet someone? Are you about to cry?
Yo, I met this chick in the hot tub one night.
Okay, so what's her name? Did she put up a fight?
Her name is Meadow, and she is a dancer.
A dancer? Where was this hot tub? You don't have to answer.
No, man, like a real dancer. She was there with her team.
Dancers are organizing now? What does this mean?
Man, she was perfect. It was fate. I couldn't stop it.
Bro, you were in the hot tub. Did she see your feet? They look like the Hobbit.
No, I'm serious. She's from Canada, studying to be a lawyer.
All right, dude, lose her number now. She's going to own you. I can say that I'm married to a lawyer. She owes me. All right, here we go, Nikki. I had to tell him that love is a gamble, just like playing craps.
Bro, I think it's love. I'd even give up my morning and afternoon naps.
He loves his naps. So what pickup line did you use on this dancing Canadian sweetie? Say it.
Honey, you should get out of that wet shirt and into a dry martini.
All right. That last part's made up, but he definitely did not heed my advice. And a short while later, he let us know.
This girl's gonna be my wife.
Yeah, big round of applause for Nick, everybody. You're good, buddy. You're good. It was beautiful to see how much sacrifice this couple would make. I mean, traveling the world at your leisure is truly a burden. Seriously, Nick, is your job fake? How many here have been following these two on their adventures abroad? Am I the only one that sees these two on a private beach and thinks, oh my fucking God? There you go. All right, you've traveled every tropical location already, so where are you going to go for your honeymoon, you jerk? I got a practical suggestion for you. How about you actually show up for work? It sounds so mean now that I'm saying it. All right, I hope that didn't touch a nerve, especially on your day. But for the record, Nick, your first best non-Greek friend, Gabi, said that line was okay. All right, back to the story. All right, hopefully we all know the tale that ensued. Med's graduating law school, passing the California bar, leaving our country all for this dude. So Nick took all that love and passion he had for himself. He put 100% of that into his sweetheart from Kimberly and no one else. All right, so as I wrap up, there's something that needs to happen real quick, and it focuses on the other best friend, Mitso. Yep. Sorry, bud, this was approved by Nick. You see, Meds, the best friend is a reflection of who Nick truly is, except without the patchy beard, creepy van, and shady olive oil biz. It's just a little thing I gotta get off my chest, so give me a minute, I'm gonna put this to rest. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You know what's happening, right? All right, here we go. Nick, really, he's your best friend? How'd this guy win? I mean, he drives a van. Mitso's known for two things, everybody. One's looking like Steven Seagal, which isn't that great. The other is crashing in my apartment, urinating on my wall in 2008. Here's how the story goes. Yes. I awoke. It must have been 3 in the morning. You see, Mito and Pidu crashed in my apartment without any warning. As my eye adjusted to the darkness, there was a figure in the corner, and he was tall. His head down. I think he was humming. One hand up against the wall. What sounded like a trickle soon turned into a monsoon. Pidu wakes up and says, T-Bone, why is it raining in your room? You ready your line? Mito, are you peeing on my wall?
Nope.
He replied, Mito, I'm looking at you. This isn't something that can be denied. As I sat there in disbelief, it was obvious you weren't in any kind of rush. I mean, here this guy was, peeing on my wall, not even trying to imaginary flush. So after this shake, and I swore there couldn't be any more, I vowed right then and there, one day I'd even the score. So here we are a decade later, in front of all your family and some of your friends. I always knew that one day we would make amends. I'll say I feel a whole lot better. How about you? But as my father once told me,
son, just be happy he went pee and not poo.
Thank you, Dad.
Thanks, Fred.
All right, I'm gonna go for the close and on a more serious note. Meds, Nick will adore you as much as one can, and he only can hope that he provides you with all the love and care you so dearly deserve. Loyalty from this man's an understatement. When it comes to you, he just wants to serve. It's obvious the passion he has for you is a flame that cannot be put out. I know the moment that he met you, he had no doubt that you two would be together for the rest of your days. Your souls a perfect complement to each other in so many ways. Last page, guys. Yeah. So now that you two are officially husband and wife, there's one thing I think we all need to know, and we can go on with our life. You see, I've made a few references to this already, and I'm hoping it doesn't come off as immature or even petty. We understand that YouTube plus Instagram and travel are the perfect mixture. But please, tell us, when you guys were in the Maldives, in the bathtub, who the fuck took that picture? A toast to the bride and groom. This was an event we could not miss. Nick, please show this girl of yours the boy who put the kiss in Kunalakas. I'm Tony reminding you not to let Mito sleep in your room tonight.